And another story that really impressed me during the COVID times was when you worked with Judassime, or is it
Judassime.
Judassime.
Yeah.
And so I have a video for that one.
Okay.
Let me just put it on real quick. I myself got to meet him at an event of Marco Bailey in Serein.
Okay.
And he came there, and he was wearing one of his outfits. And yeah, I am endlessly inspired by the people who don't find themselves within the clear lines of society, but rather the ones who find themselves at the fringes. And I asked him about, what do you do? And he's like, yeah, I design clothes. I got, sent away from the fashion school. They didn't believe in me. I started my own shit. And also I'm a performer. And so what I do is I take my outfits to these gigs and I dance, but I am also showing, and I get on the videos, and it's a marketing genius. And yeah, and I was in love with the look also. Very, very unique, very, for the regular person, it's bold. Yeah. To say the least. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
But you, what is his name again?
Judassime.
No, the real name.
Benjamin.
Benjamin, yeah. So did you know Benjamin before, or how did you meet him?
Yeah. Benjamin is actually one of the first people, I think, that I met in Antwerp of like the queer community.
Okay.
So yeah, and we were friends for a couple of years, and then when COVID happened, we already had some ideas, but.
Was this his first? Because I don't know which. I think there's a couple of videos a couple of shoots that you made for his different campaigns. Yeah. Was this the first collection that he had, or is this already into the second collection? Was he already more experienced at that stage?
No, that's the first one.
This is the first one.
Debut. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, just to correct you, it's them. Like, yeah.
I'm sorry. Please correct me. Yes, please correct me.
So,
yes, you did right.
Okay. Yeah, but that was the debut collection. And we decided also, because it was it was aired the same day as the digital runway of the Antwerp Fashion Academy.
Was it symbolical?
Yeah, because that's the academy that denied Benjamin entrance. So we thought it was a cool idea to do it like the same day. Yeah. So it was a tight deadline.
Yeah, but when I say that, like, he was a little bit of a marketing genius by doing these performances in clubs, which they still do. You are definitely a key player in the next phase, which is like your video skills and your vision is. I think it marries perfectly. But who else is doing this shit?
I love darkness. I love textures. I love. Yeah. There is just some things and topics that are good on camera. I love black. I love red. I love green. I love leather. I love makeup, mascara. It makes good images, and
it does.
And if you have somebody that can personify that, you want to do something together.
It's like a perfect marriage.
Yes.
You know, my girlfriend, her parents have a fashion store, and I also did some video work for them. And I discovered the world of fashion, and honestly, I thought it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
At first.
It is.
But in all its ridiculousness and like feelings that I didn't have any interest for it, I discovered that creatively it's a goldmine. Wow, you can really do crazy shit.
Yeah.
And they're not doing really crazy stuff, but this is not what we knew from fashion if you go to Paris. And yet I follow these designers now, you know, online from that time that I was working for them, and I see that they're starting to all go in that direction now.
Yeah.
And so Benjamin is really visionary.
Absolutely.
In my eyes.
Absolutely.
Like, and I really, that's why I also wanted to talk about Benjamin. And I want to take it a little bit further, and I just want to know, like, how do you start on such a project? Like, how does the conversation start? How do you get people involved? How does the vision, where do you get this inspiration from? And I wanted to tell you something, because I was working with Sam Zwart DJ for his own concept, and we went to Paris together, and I was filming, and I asked him, like, yeah, what do you want me to film? Like, what's the angle? Like, what do you want to do? Trying to ping pong. And he's like, yeah, just film, man. I'm like, what do you mean?
Cool, film, I
and
guess.
then he told me about you. And then he said, like, yeah, but Vlad, when he goes to a party, he knows what to do. He doesn't ask questions. And I wanted to sidetrack a minute there, because that's how you came on my radar, actually. It was like, what do you mean? Like, he knows what to do. And it's like, so clearly you're working behind the scenes, like the visions that you have, or the artistic direction is not created or born on the day that you will film. It's the ideas that you have in your mind, that you write down in your little notebook. Yeah. And like when you get to that point, you've already been there.
Yes.
But where do you? I guess maybe I should refine my questioning into, like, where do you find inspiration for? Because when you look at these shots, they're so, like, I don't know if I'm using the right word, emblematic, or like it's like almost like a logo.
We actually,
it's so pure.
That stage, like these mirrors, we constructed them ourselves. These are actual mirrors that were cut into that size, and it took a lot of testing. I have some friends from Mechelen still that are very talented stage builders. So when I had the concept, the idea of like having this low smoke mist with like a mirrored stage, I just sent him like a sketch, and I said, like, is something like that possible? And they said, like, well, Vlad, it's your lucky day, because we have already for 3 years in our stock like these huge ass mirrors, and we don't know what to do with them. We actually wanted to throw them away. And I'm like, how big are they? They're like 2x2. I'm like, yeah, but the runway has to be like this. And they're like, well, we've never cut mirrors, but we're gonna try. And then they learned how to cut mirrors properly. They broke some, but they had enough. And then the other question was, how can it take like runway models with leather and high heels on,
and walking on it
without breaking it. Yeah. So they were testing out that as well in the warehouse with like different types of isolation under it to absorb the shocks and so on, until we got the right formula and it worked.
Okay, so the key was you got lucky in some way by knowing the right people to...
Yeah, but we pushed also the concept, like, to make it happen,
Yeah. But so when you sent the first sketches, did it look anything like this? Or did some things, did you have to improvise?
Of course.
How much, maybe the better question is, how much % are you improvising based on your original sketch or concept?
I don't have the sketches right now, but I'm pretty sure that the sketches are pretty close to what the end result is.
So you're seeing in your mind already what's happening before it goes on screen, always, or no?
You need knowledge, of course. Like, you need some knowledge of like the lights, the effects, the people that you have in mind for the team. And when you sketch out, I sketch out within mind of contacting these people to do that sort of thing. Like, I mean, this is a pretty realistic production. It's like less fantasy, more realistic, I guess.
We also talked about funding from the government. You had a special deal, and you actually employed quite a lot of people.
Yeah, like 41 people were on the crew.
How do you get so many people in the crew? Like, what are they all doing?
Well, there was like, what, 21 or 22 looks. So there was a lot of models. There was light guys. There was the stage builders, the camera operators, assistants, photographers, venue responsible. I think everybody was happy to be there.
Yeah. Yeah, lovely.
Because that was at the time that there was max like 5 or 10 people allowed together in a room.
Yeah, you were telling me a funny story about that. That apparently I was surprised by this, but like if you're actually I wasn't surprised because you noticed that like actors the shit was still being filmed and still going on TV, and so you fell under that category.
Film sets were allowed,
and apparently out of it breaks my logic because a disease is a disease if it if you can give it to somebody else by being in close proximity, like how can you assemble 40 people to do a shoot, and then you had the actual paper and the cops came and it was okay.
At the beginning of the day, everybody had to sign a paper where they declare that they are tested on COVID and they don't have any COVID.
They didn't have to show the test, they just had to sign.
They didn't, so it's also like a trust thing. So but we didn't have any infections.
That's crazy. That's crazy that you managed to pull this off while that other people are having 4 people parties at home, and they're also
busted,
quote unquote untested, but they got busted. So that's pretty crazy.
But it was really refreshing after like almost 2 years of all locked up. Still can't believe it.